Hello, right then, Albion, and it was in the month of May. This is the band's second album and the follow up to their excellent debut from 2024 of Lakesongs of Elbid. And in the month of May is due for release in about a month from today. Today is the 29th of April 2026, and the album is due out on the 27th of May, so yeah, just on a month. And whereas Lakesongs of Elbid was what you might call a more heavier, proggy folk metal edge to it, here on It Was in the Month of May, we've got a more traditional, I guess is the word, a more traditional ancient Britain slash medieval folky style overall, yet it does weave in plenty of symphonics and meaty stuff as well to make, in my opinion, a really sublimely well crafted album. Yes, of course, it'll make you think of Songs from the Wood, Jethro Tull type leanings, and perhaps a bit of, say, Steel Eye Span. And yes, those similarities are there, though that being said, Joe and his bandmates do their own thing, and they do it very, very well. If ancient Britons in their tribes living in pastoral forest villages, text message, playing their ancient instruments around midnight campfires, you can just picture it, can't you? And then they discovered how to electrify them, somehow found electricity a couple of thousand years ago or something. It might have sounded something like this album. What have we got musically? Well, quite a lot. Miss May gets it off to quite a haunting, mystic, acoustic opening with sort of like mystical atmospherics going on, and that's added to by the lyrics being, and also not only being written in but also sung in Welsh. The Green Knight comes next to show a heavier side of what Albion are all about. Quite a thumping piece of driving, edgy, progressive folk. Chunky guitars in there as well, very lovely. Down with the Hero goes all more variation, bringing in a sort of a beefed up tongue twister. See if I can say it without sounding even more stupid. A beefed up sea shanty made it type affair. A little bit like Barrett's Privateers was on the debut album. Eldest, Tom Bombadil, goes all Lord of the Ringsy, starting with atmospheric flutes and acoustics and floaty vocals, but it builds gradually into a nice chunky electric breakout midsection, which adds some oomph to it. Again, really well done and performed and flows together. She Is the River. This goes back to more of that traditional folky type stuff. Then him to the, oh God, I'm having trouble talking today. Hymn to Elbereth adds much more of that mystical, hypnotic atmosphere as well. Cherry Hill, more classy, well-written proggy folk. And then comes the big closer of Callan May. Another text message. People must like me today. A spectacular 10 minutes or so, which has got everything from floaty folksy stuff all the way through to some quite bombastic heaviness. And that's none more evidenced in the instrumental passages, which make Callan May a really good thumping way to end an album which really delivers the goods throughout. My thanks to Joe for sending me a review copy. I've had it with me in the car driving around for a couple of weeks or so, and it's properly got under my skin. A quite addictive, compelling listen, and I do recommend it. It's due for release, as I said back at the start, on the 27th of May 2026, which is around about a month from today. And various formats, both physical and digital, are available for pre-order now via Albion's BandCamp page. I will drop a link to that in the description underneath if you would like to go and check it out, and I would suggest you do, because I think it's a very fine album. So we'll leave it there. Albion, It Was in the Month of May. Please do subscribe to the channel if you wouldn't mind before you disappear, because that's always helpful and appreciated. And as always, until next time, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and take care.